What up, mother puckers? It's your host Timmy Mullins, aka Puck Life. I'm your tour guide today. I'm giving you a tour of my palace here in the beautiful Nicaragua, a town called San Juan Del Sur. It's a little surf village here in Nicaragua, and yeah, it's paradise. So I'm going to give you a tour of my palace today. 52-bed party hostel. Obviously we're in this pandemic in the world right now, and we're waiting for tourism to flip that switch back on. But we're open, and in this pandemic times, I've used the time to renovate the place, turn it more into like a resort, party resort, and I'm going to give you a little tour of the place today. Out here we just got my murals behind me, and the sun is out. It's rainy season here in Nicaragua, but man, it could be just sunny for months. Central America, it's always hot. Come visit. Puck! So this is Puck, the king of the palace. Here's my queen, Lala. They're both pit bulls. I got Puck from a family. I wanted to have someone with me, so I got Puck, and then I was actually drunk one day on a Sunday and walking past this guy selling these pit bulls in a cage on the side of the road, and my mate said you wouldn't, and I did, and I came back with Lala, and then now they're best friends and king and queen of the palace, Puck and Lala. Hey Puck. Lala, come on. So I got this place, I've had this place for about 2.5 years, and it's been a roller coaster of emotions, the ups and downs. Social media shows all the highs in life, but they don't actually see the downs. I was running my party tours through Central America, and I'd actually originally came to this hostel. I think I got kicked out of this hostel about 5 years ago. So I saw it was on the market. They had a bit of a political unrest here, and I sort of swooped in, and a week later I was here in the same shorts and bare feet, and it was mine. So it's been a journey, it's been a roller coaster. I've made little additions to the place to make it my own, show a bit of a New Zealand culture. Here we got Puck's Palace. You can see the mouldy designs and whatnot to support the heritage of New Zealand back home. And then I've got the ferns on the welcome entry behind us. And then just little Kiwi touches, because originally it was a Australia hostel, so I had to dominate and put Kiwi everywhere, and definitely Puck life everywhere. The garden, right now we're in wet season, so it's like a tropical rainforest. We're basically in the jungle really, so you could be standing on a snake right now. Yeah, so here's all my Puck's Palace designs, and just made it my own really. When I got here, all I did was rebuilt the pool and opened as soon as all the legalities and whatnot were done, like the government, the tax codes, the corporations, all that. So I had no clue how to open a hostel, so it was just learning it as it hit me in the face really. But now, fast forward 2.5 years, what I've been filling my time with for the renovations were, you didn't even think your taste could mature in 2 years, but it has. And now I've rebuilt the pool again and rebuilt all the rooms, and had like the friendly touch to make it include my boys back home and New Zealand culture. One of my favourite additions to the palace this year was the jacuzzi. There used to be a deck here when I first opened, but we took that away and we put in this custom designed jacuzzi. It took about 3 months to make these tiles. I always wanted a little bit of a New Zealand touch. You can see the silver ferns, and now you can sit here in the jacuzzi holding your cerveza, overlooking the beautiful San Juan in the background. A couple of girls, a couple of cervezas, you could say we're on. Up on the palace tour, we have the second bar on the property, Johnny Danger's bar, the man, the myth, the legend, the true Kiwi icon, one of my brothers, and we lost him too soon in a motorbike crash, so I wanted to do a bar here in his honour, because I would be nowhere where I am today without him. It's just at the end of the property, overlooking the beautiful view that we have in San Juan. I'm not really one about the sunsets, but the view here at Johnny Danger's bar is just one of my favourite in the world, to be honest. So I wanted to do some of his murals. This is one of his original logos, so in loving memory of Johnny Danger, we have him overlooking us. So the reason of the bar, I wanted anyone that knew Johnny that came and visited here to be able to come and have a swig in his honour. So when the palace was open and pumping and we had the parties, we had the one bar open and we had this bar open, and they were both running hand in hand, and every Aussie Kiwi knows Johnny Danger would come have a swig. Next up on the palace tour is I'm going to show you the bedrooms, how they were set up. They used to always be a 6-bed mixed dorms, but now I've added the king ensuites, king privates, so it's a big change of pace to the palace. Now it's going to be a party resort, not just a party hostel. It's the little touches for me. I always liked including my boys. Everyone's doing different things around the world, so I wanted to include them. So originally I had my best mates names on each room. So if someone was checking into a room, they'd say one of my best mates, Birdman's, checking into Birdman's room, Clarkie's room, Palmer's room, Saunders' room, Bodika's room. And when I was walking by each morning when the staff was checking someone in or someone was complaining, there was an orgy in Steely's room last night, I'd just giggle and I'd message one of the boys back home like, you wouldn't believe what happened in your room last night. First up we have Birdman's room. Now it's a new king ensuite, big custom made bed. Got my murals on the background. Got me snowboarding in Colorado, me and my jet ski at Bay of Islands, playing golf, playing rugby, Marist. But yeah, I can see it used to be a 6-bed mixed dorm and now they're king ensuites, so nice change of pace. Next up we have Clarkie's room, another king ensuite. I'm loving the new renovations because originally they were all 6-bed mixed dorms. We had no privates. Now we've got all these king ensuite privates. And look, from your bed, 5 steps into the pool, I reckon. 2, 3, 4, and you're in, you're swimming. Can you beat that? If you're a Kiwi, you know what the Crate Day Olympics are. It's when the big crate bottles, everyone buys a swap of crate. And I think it's the 1st of December or the first weekend of December each year in New Zealand. You have this big tradition, and we did the Crate Day Olympics last year. And the cream team, the dream team cream team, Lupac, Kano, Duffman, and the rest, we won it. So I wanted to do a room in their honour, and especially my best mate Lupac. This room's for them. Here we have Saunders' room. And it's a 6-bed mixed dorm. So these are the OG rooms here at the Palace. Only $10 to stay here a night in one of these beds. And as I said, I always like my traditions. Can't come down when you're always up. And on the other side we have, this is Liv and Barry. So yeah, these are the OG rooms. Only $10 a night, so book your stay now. I don't know if you noticed the hammocks around the pool. These are double bed hammocks. You could actually fit 3 of you and 2 girls. But yeah, we've got the double bed hammocks here around the pool, and you've got your lazy boy hammock here. You can't beat that. I'm gonna pop up my Instagram for these right now. Get around it, get about it, and I'll ship them out worldwide. Here we are at the main bar of the Palace, Bodika's bar. It's got the biggest upgrade out of the whole property in these renovations, and now it's like a boutique style bar. We used to sell out. When tourism started to come back after the political uprising, we started to sell out, and we used to have 80 people packed around this bar. I had a volunteer set up at the Palace where out back I'd host you could stay for free. I'd feed you dinner every night and you'd get half-price drinks and you'd give me 5 hours service at the bar. So we usually just had French Canadians working this bar or Aussie girls, and it was a dream to look at and dream to run. And yeah, this is it, Bodika's bar. So imagine this with the new renovations. It's gonna pump. So here's Mama's kitchen, Mama's restaurant. If you don't know Mama, she is my queen. We set this restaurant up to cater to what would your mum cook you after a big trip. Everyone's backpacking around Central and South America, coming up and down, eating all types of food. But what would your mum cook you? So our restaurant did spaghetti bologneses, burger nights, curry nights, lasagnas. And a Sunday is a big party day here in San Juan. So we used to do a big Sunday roast on a Monday. And we'd cater to 60 people would be sitting at these tables, and we'd all sit down together. This is one of my favorite things at the Palace. We all sit down together at 7 o'clock. People would sign up for dinner. So this is what helped all the solo travelers meet people, meet other people, talk to girls, talk to guys, and we'd all sit there, say grace at 7 o'clock, and Mama would have a Sunday roast on a Monday, all ready to go. So now I'm taking you upstairs to the penthouse suite, a 2-bedroom penthouse suite. It's where I used to stay. Welcome to MTV Cribs. Up here we have the man cave, a 2-bedroom penthouse suite. It's always where I put my boys up when they come visit. Fresh off its renovations, brand new couch, 2 bedrooms. Got the king ensuite in here, and then there's a double ensuite just behind you. And yeah, I used to stay here when I first got the place, and then the bar's just below, so the music pumps when the party's going. So I moved out back and just had this spot for the boys. So we're coming to the end of the tour. We're standing on the penthouse balcony overlooking the pool and San Juan in the background. This is the best view of the palace, and what a way to finish the tour. If you want to book your stay here this year, we're on Airbnb, parktours.com, or any of our Instagram accounts that you can see right now. So get around it, get about it, come experience it.